Okay, Weeaboo Wednesday, and we're looking at Digimon story Cyber Sleuth. Now, does the name Suzuhito Yasuda ring any bells to you? No? What about Durarara or Digital Devil Survivor? Those names probably ring a bell. Yeah, that's right. This guy is the artist for those popular show/game. He also did Is It Wrong to Try and Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? But that's besides the point. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth is a mature turn-based RPG with Digimon. And when you slap what's his name again? Suzuhito's name on it, you have a very unique, very beautiful, very vibrant environment. Nice visuals. And you also have a crazy ass story. Now, this story is centered around Eden, a cyber world that almost all of modern society uses for things from basically business to your regular internet chats and meetups and spots and shit. So, one night, you and your buddies are talking in a chat room, everything's going great, when all of a sudden how do I describe this thing? It's the admin mascot thing? Yeah, that's a good thing to call it. The admin robot breaks into your conversation and says, "Hey, fuckers, tomorrow you'll be able to meet Digimon if you go to this spot that's infamous for hackers." And in this world, the Digimon are basically programs that do bad shit. So a majority of your chat goes, "Oh, fuck that, I ain't doing that crazy shit." But you and two other buddies agree that, hey, we aren't doing anything else, we may as well check it out. And that's where this game starts turning into fucking JoJo. You go to the spot for hackers, you chase around some Digimon, and then you get your shit wrecked by a black oozing snail octopus that separates your consciousness from your body. Your body gets picked up by the company that owns Eden. It's put on life support, and your consciousness develops its own properties. So you have the ability to interact with things in the real world, and then you can also jump into anything that runs off of electricity. So yeah, you start investigating all of these rumors and various issues that are happening in electronic devices, as well as trying to find out what this shady company is up to and how you're going to get your body back before either they pull the plug or it kind of just rots off on its own. And yeah, that's the plot part. Well, aside from the fact that this sexy ass, boobylicious detective picks you up, hires you as her assistant, and you dive into an air conditioner because a Digimon made of fire is too hot and needs to turn it up to max to cool itself off or some crazy shit. That's the sort of direction that this game goes. But I can't stress enough that is most definitely a mature game, not just because of the tits. There's also a lot of death. This is actually a relatively dark game when you get down to the bottom of it. You aren't the only victim whose body is being kept on life support by this shady business, and you're using Digimon to basically bust into offices to steal documents and other nefarious shit that would be illegal, but you're the main character, so they can all fuck themselves. One of my favorite parts about this game is the Digimon evolution system. How you start out with a cream puff, essentially, some sort of bunny rabbit, or you know those starting RPG monsters that are always really wimpy looking. And then you have two branches that you can evolve it into. And if you don't like one of the branches that you pick, you can de-evolve your Digimon and try the other route. And, you know, with 200 plus Digimon in the game, it's a nice number. I never feel like I'm locked into something. and you can sacrifice weaker Digimon to power up the ones that you like. So if you find one that looks cool but doesn't exactly have the stats that you want it to have, you can balance it out. So it makes the Pokemon aspect less bullshit, because I like Gardevoir. I like Gardevoir a lot. And if I could take Rayquaza's stats and put it on Gardevoir, I would in a heartbeat. Because fuck Rayquaza, fuck Legendaries, and fuck Pokemon, because I have Digimon. And I was kind of down on the combat at first, because all of these collector creature games suffer from the same problem, and that problem is, you know, jiggle the model or the sprite or whatever, and then put a little, I don't know, explosion image over the enemy, and then you did your attack. But, you know, the combat isn't really the main part of the game, and because it's so quick and so generous with the experience and stuff, it's something that I can do and then shrug off. It's not something that I have to sit through and grind. There will be little to no grinding if you play it, especially none while I'm playing it. And I can focus all of my attention on the main story and all of these little sub-mysteries that you have to solve, which are all superb. They're all varied in tone and objective. You have some high school students come to you saying, you know, there's this rumor about a ghost. You're not even in the virtual world, you're in the real world. 5 of you walking through the streets singing a creepy ass song towards the middle of a 5-way intersection because the city is in the shape of a pentagram and some crazy ass ghost shows up and I jump like a fucking rabbit. It's crazy. It's great. Love it. And then there's, of course, you know, shady business story. Not going to go into detail on that because you're going to have to figure that part out for yourself. One of the big downers of the game has to be those animations. The animations on the Digimon. I mean, I get that they can't all have unique attack animations, but they all have unique victory animations, and that's the part that kind of loses me. Like, they all have different cheers or, you know, you did a good job animations, but they have the generic swipe attacks, and the special moves aren't very special. And I feel like they put a lot of work into victory and not into the battle itself, and that kind of just throws it off. I guess another big thing is that the world itself it takes place in Japan, so it has a lot of signs and things on that, and a lot of them have been translated, so they all have like English text on them, but some of them have like grammar mistakes in it. So I appreciate all of the hard work that went into taking advertisements and posters and billboards and clutter that a cluttered city in Japan would have and putting English text on it so I could read it, but it just kind of bugs me when there's these grammatical mistakes in there, and it just kind of, they put forth a lot of effort, just fell short. All in all, though, I think that this is definitely a game that you should pick up. It was really well received in all of the countries that got it. It came out on both PS4 and PlayStation Vita and has cross-save in it, so you can go between the two no problem. I don't know, I forgot how long it was to beat. Let me see if I can find that real quick. I should have done this before I started recording, I know. Yeah, 48-hour main story, 68-hour total. Yeah, this game is jam-packed with content. All of the side stories are fun. The Digimon have personalities of themselves, like they'll send you texts that you can respond to with different messages and they'll reply differently, as well as the various people that you meet There's a cop brute who will beat you up in the name of self-defense because she can do that sort of shit. So that police brutality is there. You've got your token high school character, your shady online shut-in friend, all of them. In fact, it actually kind of reminds me of the texting system from Catherine, now that I think about it. And I think that system was pretty great, but wasn't very well utilized, where the responses feel fluid, and it feels like you're actually interacting with, the characters in this world. So all in all, this is a great game. I think that you should definitely check out, and I wholeheartedly support it. That's pretty much all I have to say for this Weeaboo Wednesday, and I hope you'll join us next week for hunting games, and also another Weeaboo Wednesday. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.